A Rockford teenager is recovering after a shooting last month. We hear from his mother about the road ahead and her call for change. The winter weather isn't keeping everyone inside. A look at the local nature hike that has a fun twist. And it's a blast from the past in Stateline history. Families are taken back in time to learn about what winter was like centuries ago.
Live from WTVO 17, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. A 17-year-old boy is still fighting after he was shot at a friend's home in Rockford nearly 1 month ago. Drea Baroni spoke with his mother about his recovery and her call to end gun violence in the Stateline.
He was in football, played basketball, he did choir, he's been baptized, he's just always really been family oriented.
Now Anthony Poe is leaning on his family more than ever after being shot December 29th at his friend's home while playing video games.
He's paralyzed basically from here down. He can move a little bit of his left shoulder, but the bullet went in through this arm and through his neck and came out this side.
Donda Poe, Anthony's mother, has been with him at the hospital nearly every day since the shooting.
He's been in the PIC unit for almost a month now. He went from being this one kid one day and now he can't do anything on his own. He's on a feeding tube. He can't use the bathroom on his own. And it's just very hard.
But Donda says Anthony has a fighting spirit, and a recent surgery has helped improve his speech, even able to take a call from him during this interview.
I love you, Baba.
I love you too, baby. I'm just grateful that he still has his mind. His mind and his heart of gold that he has. It's impressive, but it's going to be a very long road.
While Anthony is on his road to recovery, Donda says the community needs to heal too.
This gun violence has to stop because people and children and families are hurting out here. And it's not a joke. It's really not. And when you don't think it can be you, it can be you. It really can.
With medical bills coming in, Anthony's family has started a fundraiser to help cover the cost. For more information on how to help, you can go to mystateline.com. Reporting for your home team, I'm Drea Baroni.
Warmer weather appears to be on the way, but that could bring precipitation. Let's check back in with meteorologist Jordan Wolf. Jordan, you said we might even see some freezing rain.
Yeah, that's right, Taylor. We are talking about the chances for freezing rain, including the abundance of wintry mix as we get into the evening tonight and even going into the day tomorrow. So quickly timing all this out with Futurecast now. We hold on to those clear skies for the majority of the evening tonight, but cloud cover increasing as well as our potential snow chances. I think this model of Futurecast brings it in possibly a little bit earlier than some, but anywhere after 4 a.m. into tomorrow morning, we could start to see some of the snow showers developing. Once we get into the later part of the morning, I think a freezing drizzle, possibly some sleet mixed in, does develop beyond that. And then as we get into the afternoon, into the evening hours, that becomes the more steady rain, potentially some of that freezing on the ground, as temperatures at the moment are still in the teens, and we were just below zero earlier this morning. So those surface temperatures likely going to remain fairly cold, even if our just above surface temperatures reach above that freezing mark. We do hold on to the chances for some of that freezing drizzle or freezing rain throughout the majority of the day on Monday, but Tuesday evening we could see that rain line begin to work a little bit further off to the north, bringing us those additional chances for some rain showers as we get into the middle of the week. I'll let you know how warm those temperatures are going to get and how long the 30s are going to stick around coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, Jordan. Despite the cold, there was lots of fun to be had this morning during a hike through the woods. Clem Arboretum and Botanic Garden in Rockford hosted snowshoe poker. Participants got to enjoy the beautiful winter setting as they walked. At each of the 5 stops, the group learned about the trees at that location and received a playing card. By the end of the hike, everyone had 5 cards, and the person with the best hand of poker won a Rocktown Adventures gift card.
I spend as much time out of doors as I can. And people that come to these things are like me. They enjoy nature, they enjoy the being out of doors, they enjoy the fresh air. There's a common thread that runs through all of us.
Clem hosts snowshoe walks annually. This was the first of 2 this season. The second will be held in February. In Rockton, people were transported back to life in the 19th century. Macktown Living History held Winter Sunday this afternoon. Families got to experience what the season was like in the early 1800s. The lifestyle included skating, snowshoeing, ice cutting, and more. Organizers say the hands-on approach to education is a way to keep kids engaged in their learning.
History is not something that's dead. It's very much alive, and when you can put your hands into it and on it, it makes it even more alive. And we have the ability to do that here, and we like to do it.
The historic buildings and settlement grounds were also open. Macktown Living History offers many different family-oriented events. Now looking to the week ahead, snow sculpting teams from around Illinois make their way to Rockford this week to put their winter artistic skills to the test. Illinois snow sculpting competition gets underway Wednesday at Sinisippi Park. The winner will represent Illinois in the national competition. Each competition block is 6 feet long, 6 feet wide, and 10 feet high and requires 2.5 tons of snow. Several high school teams will also build a special creation. You can drive through and see their progress anytime. Voting begins Saturday. An event started during the pandemic to help out local restaurants is still going strong. Rockford Region Restaurant Week kicks off this week. More than 50 dining establishments across the state line will be offering deals. There's something for everyone: breakfast, lunch, and dinner spots, along with some cocktails. The Rockford Area Convention and Visitors Bureau says this is a great time to check out a place you've been wanting to go to. Rockford Region Restaurant Week begins Thursday and runs through Sunday, February 4th. Once you've checked them all out, you can vote for your favorites in several different categories. Check out all the deals on our website, mystateline.com. Two shuttered bars in Rockford could soon have new life. The old Kryptonite downtown in Stewart Square closed years ago. The space at the corner of West State and South Main was most recently a spot to learn more about hard rock. Now a local businesswoman wants to keep open Sheila's Daiquiri Lounge there. She says the plan is to open a bar with jazz and blues music along with food. The owners of Latham Tap are looking to open a third location. Latham Tap East is slated to go into the former Fatty McGee's on East State Street, not far from Rockford University. While the owner plans to use the same business model at the other two locations, this one would have a laundromat inside. Both plans were approved by the Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board. Monday night, aldermen will make their decisions before it moves on to full council. The sub-zero temperatures and recent snowstorms have the city of Rockford ordering emergency road salt. Information from Monday night's committee meeting shows the city plans to buy nearly $200,000 worth of rock salt. The city ordered more than 21,000 tons back in November, but concerns for timely delivery along with the need for more salt on hand means staff is getting an additional 2,000 tons just in case. And then there were two. Republican presidential hopeful Ron DeSantis bows out of the race. Coming up, we'll tell you who he is endorsing.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Taylor Castro, Reagan Holgate, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Breaking news tonight, just 2 days before the New Hampshire primary, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis ends his presidential campaign.
If there was anything I could do to produce a favorable outcome, more campaign stops, more interviews, I would do it. But I can't ask our supporters to volunteer their time and donate their resources if we don't have a clear path to victory. Accordingly, I am today suspending my campaign.
DeSantis is leaving the race after coming in second in Iowa, far behind frontrunner Donald Trump. Polling low in New Hampshire, his campaign had been focusing on South Carolina this week, where his numbers were better. In an address this afternoon, the Florida governor endorsed Trump for the GOP's nominee and criticized candidate Nikki Haley's relationship with large corporations. A student at the University of Illinois is found dead on campus. A university employee found 18-year-old Akul Dewan on the back porch of a building. A search began when his roommate called police to report him missing. Right now, police and the Champaign County Coroner's Office do not think anything suspicious happened to Dewan. They believe his death is an accident. An autopsy is planned for tomorrow. Temperatures warmed nicely after a sub-zero morning across the state line. Jordan tells us when temperatures may get back above freezing coming up next.
Now, your your first warn weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, temperatures started the day in the double digits below zero in a couple of locations. Our overnight lows last night reaching down as low as -16 when we look at Sterling, -14 in Rochelle. This morning's low, -11 in Rockford. All of our locations across the state line were below zero at some point last night into the early hours of this morning. But notice where they are now, almost 20 to 30 degrees warmer than where they were not that long ago. That's because of this strong southerly flow. You see that wind direction pointing to the north, and that's where we're seeing all of those winds out of the south, bringing those temperatures into the teens. But it is also bringing an increase in some cloud cover and moisture to the region as well. Our weather watcher Terry and Genoa are reporting a temperature of 16 degrees along with a dew point of 10, winds out of the south around 13 miles per hour, and no precipitation from the day today. But as I mentioned, that increase in cloud cover showing up when we look at satellite and radar. This is a much different story than what we had at this time yesterday when we were seeing those clear skies underneath that high pressure. That moisture, though, coming in from the south, also going to bring our next system to the region. Already starting to produce some mixed precipitation near Oklahoma City and going into Kansas. That system will continue to lift to the north, and that will bring us our weather system as we get into these next couple of days and going into the day tomorrow as well. This is a planner as we get into the day on Monday. Temperatures starting out fairly chilly, but still warmer than where we are now in the low 20s. We do warm to around that freezing mark as we get into the afternoon. We are seeing those precipitation types throughout the majority of the day, going to be some form of mixed precipitation. Now, this is a very messy system with many shifts between some of our precipitation types, so we can go right to Futurecast now, and this is what we're going to look at. We are going to see it initially onset as snow, possibly some sleet mixed in, especially as we get into the early hours of tomorrow morning, before eventually we see kind of a taper off in the amount of precipitation. That will then transition over into a drizzle, possibly some freezing drizzle, with temperatures still below freezing at the time near the surface. Freezing drizzle to freezing rain may last through the early hours of the evening and going into the late evening as well, before eventually we do see once again that transition back and forth, and we see some freezing rain, some drizzle, some snow, kind of a mixture of everything as we get into the later hours of Monday, going into the early part of Tuesday. So this is kind of what we're looking at with this system. I broke this down into 4 distinct windows. Initially from around 6 a.m. to noon tomorrow, we have that light snow, possibly with some sleet mixing in. Throughout the afternoon tomorrow, that's where we see that mixture of snow, sleet, some freezing rain. That's where we have our intensity of precipitation a little bit on the lower side. Our greatest chance for some freezing rain going to be in the afternoon evening window as we get into tomorrow, and then we transition back into a mixture of all different precipitation types depending on your location as we get beyond that. I think there is an area that could see around 1/10 of an inch or so of ice accumulation, and that is centered not too far away from the state line, but the higher confidence of that going to remain off to our south and to our southeast. That is going to be the main concern with our precipitation type as we get into the day tomorrow. Temperature is going to be back near that freezing mark and even above that as we get into Tuesday, going into Wednesday. Temperatures into the mid-30s, hanging with that all the way through the end of the week.
Thanks, Jordan. Reagan's in next with sports. The Packers' playoff loss still stings for the green and gold. And the Illini star guard returned to the court this afternoon. We'll have those highlights after the break.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
We saw the Packers and 49ers play for the 10th time in the playoffs yesterday, and this ended up being a great game. I know some Packers fans might disagree with me considering how it ended, but let's take a look. With just over a minute to go in the fourth, the Niners needed to get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey here on 3rd and 1 punches it in. CMC had 98 on the ground with a pair of touchdowns, and the Niners took the lead 24-21. But still some time on the clock for Jordan Love and the Green Bay offense. 52 seconds left here in the Packers still have 2 timeouts. Love flushes out of the pocket, then throws across the field, and it's intercepted by Dre Greenlaw, his second pick of the game. And that's how this one would end, 24-21 the final, and the Packers' surprising season comes to an abrupt end. A game that was very much there for the taking, but several missed opportunities on both sides of the ball cost the Pack down the stretch.
I think it'll sting for a while, watching all the games going forward. I think it'll sting just knowing that, we had an opportunity to win. We dropped the ball on that one.
But I was proud of the effort of our guys, our ability to weather some real adversity throughout the course of the season and stick together. And I told the guys, I think part of the reason it stings so bad right now is we fully believed and fully expected to win this game.
Now, there's a lot of talk circling around Jordan Love right now, the same quarterback that only threw 1 pick in the previous 9 games, threw 2 last night. This game and that ending is definitely going to sting for a while, as you just heard both Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur say, but his future is not in question. If anything, it's exciting considering how young this team is. Matt LaFleur said after the game that his QB1 needs to use this as fuel to continue to get better, saying, quote, "We saw so much growth throughout the course of the season, and he expects Love to be around for a long time as the franchise guy." And the Niners will face the winner of this game, the Detroit Lions. How about that? A game-sealing interception sends the Lions to the NFC Championship for the first time in 31 years, 31-23 the final there. The 14th ranked Illinois men's basketball team hosted Rutgers this afternoon. Terrence Shannon Jr. was back on the court for the first time since his 6-game suspension. Shannon here in transition, lobs up to Coleman Hawkins for the alley-oop dunk. How about that? Later in the first half, Quincy Guerrier throws it down off the putback. The Illini go up 13. Now to the second half, Justin Harmon splits up the defense and goes in for the layup. Harmon led the team with 18 points today. And under 4 minutes left, Illinois up 20. Shannon gets the steal and goes for the one-handed jam on the other end. He finished with 16 points in his return to the orange and blue. Illinois wins 86-63 to improve to 5-2 in Big Ten play.
I was really excited about how our guys played when we didn't have him, because there was a tremendous connectivity. Yet we were really starting to find our groove, early. Before that, and so I think it's the integration process is got to be a little bit patient with.
The Ice Hogs went 1-1 this weekend as they lost to the Wolves Friday night and then beat the Iowa Wild at home last night 4-1. Rockford's power play unit continued to shine, and so did goalie Drew Comesso as he saved 21 of 22 shots on goal. The Ice Hogs will be back at home on home ice next Saturday as they host the Moose. That's sports. We'll be right back.
First One interactive radar from Rockford Auto Glass and More, showing our next system that could be working its way into the area into the night tonight, bringing with it potential for around a glaze to 1/10 of an inch of ice during the day tomorrow. Wintry mix on Tuesday, but regular rain and much warmer for the middle of the week.
Thanks, Jordan, and thank you for joining us.